It's the Fat Guy Radio Swag merch store. Open now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Many different designs available in your favorite color. Order yours today at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Check back daily for new designs at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store.
Arizona's lovable fat guy on your internet radio. Fat Guy Radio Show with Corey Blaze.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for another Fat Guy Radio Show. Boys,
Yep.
gentlemen,
man,
I was robbed.
Ooh.
I was robbed. And it wasn't in a way that you think one would be robbed.
What, in tithes and offering?
No, not in tithes and offering. You
Would a man rob God?
Yet he will rob me. How doth he rob me? Through tithes and offerings.
Yo, preachers took that serious.
A curse for a curse. If ye rob me, bring all my tithes into the storehouse, so there may be meat in mine house. And every time we went back to that fellowship hall, they never had meat. But nevertheless,
never had meat. Chicken was cold, and they got it from Safeway.
Yeah, and Grandma Archuleta swore up and down her salad wasn't wilted. And I tell you, she was serving us grass that she probably cut with some kindergartner scissors out the back of the church.
At least there was no GMOs.
Or gluten. But boys, I was...
Gluten grass.
I was robbed.
What happened, Corey?
Okay, so I ordered a package from the Zon. Not from our friends at Walmart, from the Zon. And then I got the delivery notice through the Zon app, and it said, your item has been delivered. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, I do this sometimes. I leave packages outside my door.
Yeah.
Because you can just see it on the ring.
I can see, yeah, exactly. I can see if there's anything that moves, and normally it's nothing but cats trying to drag my package away. Mm-hmm. But I left it out there for about 2 or 3 hours on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And then Sunday. And then I reminded myself, oh, crap, I have a package. And I go outside and I look around, look to the left, look to the right, no package. So I'm like, wait a minute, I swear the Zon told me that it delivered it. So I went back to the app, opened it up, and one thing that the Zon does is that they take a picture of the package, and I looked at the picture, and it was not my front door.
Dang.
So I thought to myself, I said, myself said, what do I do? Do I just report it?
Yeah.
Or even how the hell do you report it? Because the Zon app is the most, I have to be careful, can be the most challenging app when it comes to like trying to find a level of customer service. If you want to spend your money and you want to order things, it's boom, 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 clickety, clickety, clack, clack, and it's on its way. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, right there. But this was a picture of my package in front of somebody else's door. DT, my house is beige and my door has a white trim or an off-white trim, and I have a different shade of beige on my front door. In the Zon picture, it was a blue door.
Dang.
Yeah, that's definitely not your door.
So, and not only was it a blue door, but there was a planter in the picture of the door. I'm trying to pull it up right now because I believe that I can probably show this to you.
And you don't have a planter at your door.
I do not have a planter at my door. Okay,
you
so
don't seem like a planter person.
He does have a end table outside his door.
That's true. So
And
this
that's
is
for the packages to go on.
So this is the picture from the Zon app.
Oh, that's definitely not your house.
That's not my house.
Ew, and that's a dirty ass flow. It looks like somebody stole the welcome mat.
So this is what the Zon app sent me when they said my package was delivered. Well, I eventually was able to contact the Zon app or contact the Zon and report the package as saying delivered. And I was like, I wanted the items that were in there. And I was like, I don't want my money back. Just can you reship the items? And they were like, no, we can't reship the items. So they just gave me a Amazon gift card for the items going to the wrong place. And I told the person at the Zon, I says, if you go back and look at all my other delivery package pictures, you will never see a blue door and a dead plant. You will see a beige door with a beige welcome mat and rocks, and a little brown table, because that's the table that I put out there when the pandemic started, because all the stuff that we were having delivered, I didn't want on the floor.
And then I would spray everything with vinegar and wipe it down before I brought it in my house.
You know who door that kind of looks like, Corey?
Don't say mine, yeah.
I know who exactly what you're going to say, but who do you think it looks like, DJ?
With that dirty ass floor. That dirty ass floor looked like it may have had some cats running in and out.
Was it the neighbor's house?
So I went walking around my neighborhood, and I looked for the blue door and the planter. And you can see most of the neighborhood doors from the street, so I didn't have to go up to anybody's door. It was not the cat lady, but it was the new neighbors.
Perfect way to get introduced.
I didn't approach the door. I don't know those people. I didn't want to. And I went, and here's the thing. Also, DA, I noticed the door and the planter, but the box, it was not there.
Yeah, they took that shit.
Yeah, they put it inside.
$750. They took it inside.
Yeah. I mean, do you leave it on your doorstep?
They know my name. They know my address. It's clearly on there. And here's the thing. My Ring doorbell caught the Amazon truck driving away from their direction at the timestamp that the Zon app told me it was delivered.
Dang.
So I sat back and I said, you know what? If I'm gonna be a good Christian. If they bring the package over to me, I will call the Zon and tell them I got the package. Take your little monies back.
Oh, that's just stupid.
Hey, the Jesus in me loves the Jesus in you.
The Jesus in me.
So I was going to do that. But then I also wanted to sit back and I wanted to think, are those new neighbors worthy? Are they honest?
AK-47 said, dang those thieving new neighbors. They came up.
Now, it's not their fault, but I've had this happen to me. DT, I don't know if you remember, but I had this happen to me where the Zon dropped the package off at my door, and it was my neighbor's name, my neighbor's address, 5 houses up, and I took it to him.
Yeah.
And I took it back just to see it's not mine. Why would I keep it?
No, I had the same thing when I lived in my apartment, where they delivered it to the wrong door, and it was the cluster behind mine.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I didn't see it. And then like 3 hours later, I get a knock on my door, and when I go answer the door, there was a note in my open package. My package was open.
Oh, they opened it and they saw all of that lube. But the thing, I've had this happen before. They never brought the package over. I haven't seen them because, I don't go outside.
How long ago was this?
The item was ordered Thursday night after the show. It was delivered on Sunday.
And they still haven't given it to you?
And I have not heard. And I've actually gotten a replacement package. I reordered all the items and they've been delivered, and I have them since.
So what were the items?
They were those charcoal-filled loofahs that I fall in love with.
Everybody can use that. Okay.
There was a new box of disposable mask.
Oh, you got jacked, homie.
Yeah, you got jacked.
And DA, this might be the most douchiest thing I've ever bought.
Is it an actual douche?
No, it's a new it's a new kitchen item. Oh, I don't have a picture of it.
Oh,
it's in your orders.
No,
it's in your orders. Pull it up.
No, it's in. Oh yeah, it is in my orders.
Yeah, recent orders.
No, but I took a picture of it when I got it in my house, and I sent it to someone, and I'll pull up that picture. I think
it's a professional ramekin.
Close, DA. Close.
It's a ramekin cleaner.
It's not a ramekin cleaner.
A ramekin holder.
If you guess this, $20. If you guess this,
Does it have to do with ramekins?
it has to do with something in the kitchen.
You already said that. That's why we got.
Yeah, come on, that doesn't narrow
No, it's
it down.
not. It doesn't have anything to do with ramekins.
Okay.
A douchey thing in the kitchen.
The douchiest thing that I could buy, or what you would classify, DA and DT, as the douchiest thing that I could buy.
Would we actually buy it?
No, I don't think neither one of you would ever pick something up like this.
Custard dishes.
No, that's ramekins. You can use them for cold or hot.
Yeah.
Thanks, AK-47.
See, that's what you get. Come on, AK. Okay, I'll give you another hint because this is the hard one to get, and I think
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my $20. I'll give you another hint, and the payout goes down to $15.
Okay.
Okay. The hint. Every hint is $5 off. A hint is Corey's Morning.
Oh, it's
coffee.
but it is a deluxe coffee holder,
Nope.
No, it's not a coffee holder. It's
coffee grinder.
Nope. I have one of those. That's
no,
not
he
not
got
douchey.
he got like Colombian type coffee delivered to his house. It's a certain kind of coffee brand.
Yeah. You guys aren't going to get this, so I'm
What
going to
is
keep.
it?
I'm going to keep my $15.
Keep your little funky 15.
It's an electric milk frother.
Oh, that's pretty
That's
dope.
not douchey.
And I was thinking,
You
a
don't
hand-
think that's
I
douchey?
was thinking
Nah.
like a hand mixer of some sort.
And it comes with its own stand, DA, and it's rechargeable.
Yeah, that's not douchey.
You don't think that's douchey?
No,
I thought it was douchey.
no, because at the same time, a lot of people get those because they want that whole espresso type of feel, the coffee shop feel at home without having to go. And to get that froth, you have to froth up your milk.
So those
It
were
is a waste of money though,
true because I do have a
But not
hand
douchey.
whisk. You don't think? Okay, all right, good. Well, I
and they came up. If they're coffee people, they came up.
Yes, and speaking of which, I had to hand whisk some egg whites to Peaks. Oh my gosh,
Dude,
I need to buy me a hand mixer.
You are.
An
If
electric
you
hand
did,
mixer.
if you did that to Peaks, bro, you must be ripped right now.
Bro, it hurt.
That's
It hurt.
that's
I
gotta
was,
rip you.
I was on there at least 10 to 15 minutes just whisking.
I whipped something last night to peak too. It took about 2 minutes though.
Oh, DA.
Yeah. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. We got the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. Hey, America. You wanna laugh? How about you get down with the Fat Guy? Yes, we got Corey. He's bougie, yeah. And we got DT. He never does anything. And then DA. He's lazy. And little D, yo, he's crazy. Put them together, they are fun. Here we come again with the Fat Guy Radio Show. Run it. Radio show. Radio show. Radio show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. We got the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's a radio show, not a podcast. Oh. Boom. Let's go.
Live from Arizona, USA, and broadcasting over 79 countries with more than 1 million downloads worldwide. Heard by the best fanatics. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, home of Arizona's Hot Talk Radio. I'm joined by our executive producer, Daniel D.T. Taylor.
What's good?
My co-host, Doug, the D.A. Andrew.
Holla.
And I am your host, Corey Blaze. Fat Guy Radio Show is an interactive show. We welcome your comments on our live streams. Tweet us your comments to Fat Guy Radio at Fat Guy Radio Show. Use hashtag Fat Guy Radio Show, all one word. We may read them on the air, so if you say it, we may spray it. You're also welcome to slide into our DMs before, during, or after the show. Follow Fat Guy Radio Show on all popular social media. And today's show, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by our swag merch store, now with more. And we are still featuring our Fat Guy Radio Show City Rally Design. Yes, the hashtag Rally the Valley may be a little quiet right now, but it's not quiet here at Fat Guy Radio Show. Yes, folks, we still have our Fat Guy Radio Show City Rally Design. It doesn't tie to any sports. You can use it for sports if you want, but it's literally just rallying around Fat Guy Radio Show.
Yo.
Grab yourself one of these, folks. We're soon going to, put them in the mothballs. Price may go up. So grab it while it's hot. Visit FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. It's just $21.99 right now, and the design represents the value that we have a long-standing love and hate for. Sizes up to 5X in men's and women's. It's also available in tank top, t-shirt, and sweatshirt, believe it or not. Sweatshirt. I still wear a sweatshirt when I work for the Phoenix Suns, because when I'm working on a certain camera, there is a air vent that blows right down onto that camera. So I walk in there. Now, people look at me like I'm crazy, though. When I'm walking in the arena and I'm outside, it's 110 degrees, and I'm walking around in long jeans and a sweatshirt. Actually, I'm wearing two shirts, a sweatshirt, a long sleeve sweatshirt, and then a shirt over that. And they're looking at me like this dude is going to pass out at any moment, and I do not want to pick that big dude's ass up when he passes out. But when I get into that spot, it turns into the refrigerator spot, and I'm comfortable.
Yeah, arenas are usually a little bit colder.
Yeah, and especially when you don't get up and move. Camera guys don't get up and move.
Yeah.
We can't, because if we get up and move, y'all can't see the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then I'm pissed, and then I'm at home saying, what the F is this camera guy doing?
Yeah, he's falling asleep. But welcome to the show, everybody, everywhere. We are back for another fun-filled Fat Guy Radio Show. DT did have a conversation briefly with me before the show started, and he said that you and the K of the Circle had something interesting happen at the K of the Circle, a local convenience store.
Yes, I heard the most ignorant story ever. Well, I didn't hear a story. I have the most ignorant story of what I've overheard in a conversation between a cashier and a customer in front of me at Circle K.
DA, what were you telling that cashier?
Hold on. Let me find it.
DA, what were you telling that cashier?
Those videos are hilarious.
You're a douche, you're a milk frothy douche. Every package you order will get stolen.
No, you messed it up, man. Every package you order will get robbed.
There you go.
Okay, DA. All right, that was good.
Milk frothy douche.
Milk frothy douche.
Yeah, light-skinned chocolate son of a monkey. You looking yummy, DA.
Oh, thank you, Corey.
I actually got a tweet from someone. Sorry, DT, we'll get right to your story.
No, you're good.
I actually got a tweet message from someone that says, "How come you never hit on DA?"
For real.
I replied back one word:
Married.
wife.
Yep.
Ooh,
She'll F you up.
I can take her right now.
What is Jake wearing?
No.
Nah, he couldn't take her hand.
Red shirt and some khakis. Well, she sounds hideous.
Well, all right, truly. So you went to Circle K and you overheard a conversation between DA and the cashier.
Yes. So this guy walks in and he wants some smokes.
A guy walks into a Circle K. Stop me if you've heard this one.
And he wants some smokes.
He wants.
So he
People still smoke?
Yeah.
Well, that could mean a few things. Like, did he want smoke with the cashier?
Oh.
No, he didn't.
He was
want
like,
the-
hey,
he
I
didn't
told
want-
you 30 on 2.
He didn't want the smoke. He wanted some smokes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, some puff, pass, and puff.
Yeah. So he tells the cashier what he wants and everything. She goes and she grabs it and everything, and then she's talking to him and telling him the total and everything. And he says something to her. And she goes, "I'm sorry, sir. Your voice is like really low. I'm having a hard time hearing you. Can you repeat that?"
What did the guy look like? How tall was he? Would you?
He was about 5. I was taller than him, so he was about at least 5'5", 5'4".
What was he? DA color?
Nah,
or Lady K color?
He was a little Lady K color.
He was a little Lady K. And what was the cashier? Was she DA color or Lady K color?
She was Lady K color too.
She had Lady K color. So this was a white on white crime.
Two
Yep.
whites.
So
Two whites.
he goes, "Oh, you know what's the problem?" he said, "You know what the problem is?
Egg whites.
It's glass."
Yeah,
and
the
the thing-
plexiglass.
Well, it's not even plexiglass; it's just plastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
fine.
very thin.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he was talking. Oh, I have not been in. I kid you
so-
not. I have not been in a convenience store since the pandemic hit. They have plexiglasses, the plexiglass up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is, it's just at face level. There's a whole giant square that's open at the bottom.
It's not giant.
So the COVID just slipped right in there.
The one I go to, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you in the group chat. It's giant.
Okay.
It is not. It's not a little slit. It's not a little cut or anything in the glass. The glass is literally dangling from the top. There's nothing connecting it to the bottom.
Like
and
you can't
just
fit
walk-
like a 24-pack under it.
You can.
Oh, yours is huge then.
Yeah, you can fit a 24-pack underneath.
I've been telling you that for years, DA.
And you know the thing is, is the
Had to get one in.
the glass, the plastic is not one single sheet. It's two separate ones. So there's holes all around, and it doesn't cover the computer or anything. It literally just covers the counter space that you are interacting with the cashier at. And I'm like, bro, sound doesn't work that way. It goes everywhere. So
does COVID.
speak the hell up.
Oh, so he was like talking normal, expecting that the sound was gonna penetrate through the plexiglass? Is that what
No.
you surmised?
He felt that because he was talking in a normal tone and she couldn't hear him, it's because the plexiglass was impeding the sound. I'm like, bro, it's an open area.
Yeah.
You're just talking low. I'm standing behind you with no glass and I can't hear you.
Ah, okay.
Like, and I was like, bro, you are the dumbest person. I'm surprised COVID hadn't taken you out yet.
How old would you think he was?
He had to be in his 40s.
So DA's age.
I disagree though. Sound can bounce. I know it's going
can.
everywhere, but it does
can.
impede. It does impede.
It can, but let me tell you about Anita, who's the cashier who I love, and she's like this 70, 80-year-old woman. And I have a very low voice too.
Oh, so she's old too.
But she's never, and I have a very low voice. She's never told me I'm speaking too low to her.
Wait, are you
Yeah.
on first name basis with the cashier? Did you
That's
just
a
call
drunk.
her Anita?
That's a drunk, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
Yeah, he
Anita.
said Anita. He said Anita. Drunks usually know the cashiers.
Shut up. It's true. It's a good joke even, but shut up.
It's not a joke. I'm serious. Seek help.
But yes, I know Anita, and then Anita speaks very low.
Okay. Oh, Anita's got she got an Adam's apple.
She's 80.
She speaks with a very soft tone, but I've never had trouble hearing her. So for her, who speaks naturally low, to have a hard time hearing him, who speaks naturally low, but never have a hard time with me speaking naturally low, has to mean it's something with him. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do.
Welcome to Circle K.
It has nothing to. Well, okay, maybe not low, soft. Hey, honey, how you doing?
Oh,
Yes, a
She's
very
an
soft-
80-year-old
Exactly.
lady.
her boobs are in
Exactly,
her pocket.
but you can hear her perfectly, and if she's speaking softer than you, and you can't hear, she can't hear you. That has to be something with you.
And you're not a soft talker, but I'm gonna let you continue. I'm not gonna fight
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I'm not a soft talker, but I have a low register.
Yeah.
No, so you went from a soft talk to a low register.
I speak low.
He has
I have a low tone.
He has a low
When I-
frequency.
How I am right now, this is radio talk. This is me on the radio. You want to hear how it sounds like when I go in?
No.
Yes.
Hey, Andy, how you doing today?
So you put that Mackin voice onto the 80-year-old lady too.
I just this is how I talk when I'm going there. I talk to the dudes.
hold on,
I
too.
can't play it.
Hold
Damn it.
on.
I talk
Hold on,
to the
hold on.
dudes too. I'm like,
Hold
yo,
on, I think-
can I get a 20-pack right now?
I think this is how DJ walks up to Anita. Hold on.
I haven't even gotten to drink at this point.
Can I get some more Trulies, Anita? Damn, you fine. If I was 70 years old, I'd tap that ass. Knock the dust off that pussy.
25, 29. Good Lord, DA.
I said bussy.
You did not.
I did. Okay, when you run it back, I said bussy.
You won't be able to tell because
Bussy's
Corey,
even bad too.
Really?
Yes.
what about Badissy?
How about we just sit, how All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're up on a break.
Put the
Well,
change
yeah,
on 3.
All I know is
Yes.
it was that dude. It was his fault that she couldn't hear him.
Yeah.
And for him to blame this glass, mind you, where there's big holes all around the glass for sound to travel, and he's not speaking at the glass. He's speaking at the side of the register that doesn't have the glass on it. So that is not the reason why she couldn't hear you.
And you overheard this whole exchange going on.
Yes, and
you're like,
I
wow.
literally thought to myself, someone kill me now because this dude's stupid.
I know what
And
Anita.
if I get on the road with him, I'm probably gonna die anyways.
Oh damn.
I know what Anita was thinking. She was thinking, he's killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly with his song. This is Fat Guy Radio Show. We'll be right back after this on FatGuyRadioShow.com. You've never been to our website, DA?
I mean, why would I need to go on it? I mean, I am the show. So why would I go to the show.com?
You're on the website. You don't go to theshow.com. That's something else, bruh. You go to FatGuyRadioShow.com and you've never been to our website. You're like, hey, my Twitter link and my Instagram link is up on my bio.
That's really good advertising for us. We have episodes on the website too.
DA, what the hell? This is your show.
Look. It says the Home Depot. We even have our sponsors on there. Oh, and it's a secure website, and we can become a patron straight from the website too.
You've got to be kidding me.
What is a parent website? BDB Radio Network. That's news.
What are you doing here? Have you never been to our website where all of the information that we talk about on the show, on social media, our YouTube replay is there, our Facebook link is there.
Corey, you can watch the live show. There's a link. I press live and it takes me straight to the show. Why have we not talked about this?
Oh my gosh, DA, there's nothing new. Everyone that loves and embraces the show knows about FatGuyRadioShow.com. It's the hub of where everything is.
Especially me. I see my picture,
Your Photoshop picture.
but I look beautiful.
FatGuyRadioShow.com. Even DA can navigate to it after being on the show for 100 years.
Wow, it even has my Facebook. I'm enamored.
You've got to be kidding me.
They're wacky, they're zany, wacky and zany. It's another wacky and zany show.
Just when you thought it was safe to turn the volume up again, Corey and the guys are back with more.
The funny thing about that commercial is that it started off with just DA and I bantering, and then it eventually turned into a commercial. That was so not scripted whatsoever.
I believe it because DA doesn't know anything about our website.
Yeah, I do. It's at theshow.com.
That
from
was
the,
not
from the commercial.
That was almost behind the scenes of DA being the DA-ist. And then we cut it together to actually make a promo. That's why it just starts so weirdly. But that was just to share a little background behind that, because we haven't played that one. I don't think we played that new one.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I remember it. I remember taping it though.
And I think it's because our website's busted, so maybe I shouldn't have played it.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna go to it.
Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show. Time to rule the school with back-to-school essentials. Everything your child needs to ace their return to school, whether they're going in person or whether they're going virtual. You can get them their backpacks and school uniforms, teacher supplies. Target also wants to get you ready for college with bedding deals and deals on storage, decor, and more. My nieces, my little Nicklets with a little D, both of my nieces, the little one is finally enrolled in kindergarten, and she went and they posted pictures all up on Facebook, and she was absolutely adorable. And they did a lot of their school shopping at Target, and they did it through the Target banner on FatGuyRadioShow.com, and we implore you to do the same. Please engorge yourself at Target.com through the Target banner on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
I hate you.
All right, welcome back to the show. Whoa, everybody, everywhere. Those plastic thingies I didn't realize were hanging in. I thought they were, like sitting on the counter, because I've seen convenience stores through the window. I literally have not gone into any convenience store since the pandemic started.
Yeah,
I've been into many of QT's. in Circle K's.
Thank you very much, Delta Spreader. So, welcome back to the show, everybody, everywhere.
Sheep.
Don't
Hey,
start, DA.
I just want to point out,
Yes.
DA is trying to become the new Corey Blaze.
How sway?
Am I gaining that much weight?
Your boobs are looking mighty perky.
Oh no.
Corey has gone to a minimalist background.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking out a lot of the stuff in the back.
I see what you're doing.
I see.
And DA is like, oh, I guess it's my time to shine.
Uh-huh. If I find some LED lights that appear in those shelves.
Wait on it. I even got a mic back there, but I don't know if you can see it.
That's not fair.
Oh, I just see that Game Boy, and I'm like,
You have a
yo.
mic back there, like the mic that's like right outside my frame here.
Yes, but it's a little bit more modern. It was actually my first microphone. If you guess what mic it was, I will give you a prize.
It was a blue snowball.
You won this sriracha. I need to get going anyway.
See, I knew the answer, but I didn't guess because I knew his prize was gonna suck.
Sriracha's delicious.
I
Sriracha
needed
is
some
delicious.
sriracha. I just ran out.
You don't think I have a sriracha? You don't think I frothed some sriracha this morning?
Hey, froth sriracha on an omelet would be delicious.
Okay, so I'm barely still learning my frothy machine, and I haven't gotten the trigger down. I stuck that thing in some coffee the other morning, and just coffee everywhere. So I realized that I can't pour as much coffee in my coffee cup as I've done before. Now that I have the frother, because I'm not just frothing the coffee, I'm using the frother as a stir.
Are you supposed to do that?
No, but that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, he's black, man. Like, look, Corey, I feel like sometimes you don't embrace your black.
Yeah, that's true.
So that is the most N-word stuff I've ever heard. You bought an expensive frother.
It wasn't
to use it as
expensive.
$19.99.
No, 34 something.
Even more than I thought.
I thought it
was.
wasn't expensive.
It wasn't. They get more expensive.
30 for a frother.
It also came with little stencils that you could put over your coffee and put cocoa or cinnamon on, and then you take it away, and that shape would be on top of your coffee.
Now, Corey, DA says that what you're doing is some N-word stuff. Some may say it's ghetto, but I know that your people would just simply call that a life hack.
It's a life hack, DA.
I mean, yeah, life hack. Stir with anything. If I had some coffee, I'd stir it with the top of this because, hey, I don't have a fork or a knife to stir my coffee.
You don't stir your coffee with a fork or a knife. Now that's black.
No, stirring
Actually, stirring it with a knife or with a fork is actually not black. That's smart. Because here's the reason. When you stir it with a spoon, it doesn't allow for anything to go through the spoon. So you're not getting a great vortex. You're literally just doing it by force. But when you do it with a fork, it's passing, the water and stuff is passing through.
Like a
so
rake.
all the granules are going in and out, and it's breaking it up even faster while creating that vortex.
Only on
Science.
Fat Guy Radio Show you will hear a conversation about stirring statistics and vortexes.
Exactly.
Now I use the frother as the stir. I put my sugars, I put my creams, I put my second creams,
Okay.
and then I froth it up. And DT, you know it's creamer, then hazelnut creamer. So half and half, and then hazelnut creamer.
I don't really like hazelnut.
You know
It's
what?
bomb.
It's great.
It's an overrated, overused creamer.
I would agree
I'll
to
give
that.
you that.
I'll agree to
but
that.
it doesn't diminish how great it tastes.
No, there's nothing better than a nice fresh cup of coffee. Oh, I'm thinking about it now.
You know what they should do? What's the other hazelnut? What's that hazelnut bootleg peanut butter? What's it called?
Nutella?
They got sued. Yeah, Nutella. If Nutella had a creamer, that would be fire. And that's hazelnut.
Don't
It's
come
hazelnut.
up with that idea because they've been coming up with some crazy creamer flavors. Like I think you got Fruit Loops creamer.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm like, come on, creamer is supposed to be three options: cream, plain cream, hazelnut, or Irish cream. That's it.
Nah,
You don't need all those other fancy little creamers. If you're getting all those other fancy creamers, you might as well go drink yourself some Kool-Aid.
this MFer is talking about fancy creamers with his frother. He bought a $34 coffee stir. Talking to us, lecturing us about coffee creamers.
It comes with a
Hey,
stand. It has a stand.
He not wrong though, because my grandfather told me if you got to put that much stuff in your coffee, you shouldn't be drinking coffee.
Look,
Like
again,
they got donut shop flavored
Yeah,
creamers.
Dunkin'
You
Donuts
got-
should not have a sprinkled creamer.
Exactly,
and it's
you got-
fire. That one's good. I've had that one.
Of course, because you have the
Peppermint.
palate of a fourth grader.
like maple syrup creamer.
Why you show me
Why
your
did-
teeth?
why not
your
just put
palate
maple
is your
syrup in it?
tongue, you dumbass.
I was gonna say I had the cavities of a fourth grader too.
Aw, I got a hammer and a chisel. I'll fix those for you.
Ghetto again.
Or life hack.
Corey is the blackest one of us all, though. I just want to point that out.
And no, I'm not.
You're not wrong.
Not in.
You really are,
Well, that's true because you know how I feel about. I have an affinity for the light skinned.
and you love white women.
I do.
Oh,
Hey,
let me
lady.
check the comment. Let me check
Hey,
the
Lady
comment.
K. Yeah, you better.
AK-47 said apple bum. I don't know what she talking about.
Apple bottom jean. But I did. I haven't learned the settings on my frother yet. So I've been throwing coffee and it has a whisk attachment. Da. I whisked my eggs with it today.
I think you're gonna do something else with this little frother. Just give it a couple months.
Well, it has
Did
been.
someone say a belly button souffle?
Yeah.
Well, it has been. A lonely month. Yeah.
Is that your frother or your enema?
Is that your frother, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh,
Corey's
wrong
ass.
button.
That's actually just my frother.
I resemble that comment.
You said resemble.
You would be proud of me though, Da. You're talking about that I'm blackest out of all of you, but I'm black adjacent. Color wise, pigmentation, melanin wise, yes, I am the darker of all of you because I only hire light skins.
Nose wise,
Shut up.
cheekbone wise,
Dude, I've had
lips
You
wise.
know how many surgeries I've had on this thing? This thing is perfect to my face.
To make it bigger?
No,
Hey, we
to
need
make
to
it
change the
fit
name.
my face.
We need to change the name of this show from Fat Guy Radio Show to Big Bone Radio Show.
Big Bone Radio Show.
Hey, I seen you too, DJ. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but yeah, you getting big bone, boy. You ain't touched that
Dang.
bike in a minute. You're like, what bike? You're like, wait, hold on. I still got a
Dang,
bike.
Da.
Dang.
Just because
What?
you're 7'4" and you can weigh 400 pounds and still look normal
Hey, I'm
doesn't
not gonna-
mean anything.
He ain't lying though. I'm up to 220 now.
Oh, what you supposed to be 170 something?
165.
Yeah, hey man, but look, embrace it. Fat guys, make it plural, Corey.
No,
Fat Guys Radio Show.
DT, you're 220. I don't see nothing wrong.
Hold up, I gotta do some math real quick.
Uh-oh.
165.
Please don't do any fat guy math.
Ah, I gotta lose 55 pounds, y'all.
Woo!
It ain't gonna happen either.
DA,
Hey,
good
I need to
Lord,
lose-
DA, you are one effing ray of sunshine, brother.
Okay.
I want to tell you that right
Hey.
now.
He gonna
Hey.
make another bet, Corey. Here come a bet.
It's a bet right here on the show.
Oh,
All right, breaking news whenever it feels like breaking.
Oh,
Look, it's
right.
July. He was supposed to ride that bike
Hey,
from his
that's-
house to your house.
That's
I
after
can- I can
bird.
still- hey, I can
That's
still do that.
after bird, bro.
He ain't doing it.
I can
That's
do that.
after
But he
bird.
won't let
He
me.
ain't
He won't
doing it.
let me do it.
DA, you just ruined Afterbird. We were gonna call him on it in August, bruh.
I'm
We were
calling
gonna
on it
call
now.
on him, and you just blew it. It's Afterbird, bruh. This is
We'll
Afterbird.
We'll hit record now, and then let's play this for Afterburn.
All right.
Breaking news whenever it feels like breaking.
I'm giving myself a lot of time on this one. All right. 55 pounds. All right. Is the goal, right?
Okay.
Here's the bet.
Lay it on
I
me.
have until my birthday. So like I said, I'm giving myself a lot of time to lose 55 pounds. All right.
Okay.
If I do not, DA, hold me to it this time.
Okay. What am I holding?
Eyebrows, hair, mustache, beard, because I'm gonna try to grow a beard, but if not, and the nether region, pubes, all shaved off. You know what? I'll even shave my legs.
So you're gonna? How about just say shave all the hair on your body?
I will shave all the hair on my body.
He
I
can't
will
reach
come
his
out-
butt.
I will come out like a newborn.
I'll help.
I will
So
come out like a newborn.
I know your birthday is a little bit after mine in January, right?
February 6th, but still not that.
Siri, set a reminder for February 1st that if DJ doesn't lose 55 pounds, his fat ass is gonna look like a seal. Bet, bruh. I'll remember.
All right. But what do I get if I win?
That was a long ass closer.
That was a long
Long as
outro.
hell.
We have
What do I
not
get if I
played that.
win though? Besides looking
Hell.
sexy as hell.
Hell.
Besides looking sexy as hell, I kind of want like, and it's not. I don't want a lot. I don't want a lot or anything. I feel like if I do succeed
Mm-hmm.
on the show,
Mm-hmm.
or you can show me confirmation and just DoorDash it to me, I want some food.
Deal. 100% deal.
Okay, it's not a huge bet. Like I'm not losing that much money, and if you or I'm not,
And you ain't losing
money.
that much weight either.
I can lose 55 pounds. Now, question though.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
If I do start working out
Mhm.
and everything,
There was a big if there, DA. Note that.
when I do start working out and everything, because
No, he said
muscle,
if, I know.
muscle weighs more than.
Now he's starting.
Nah,
no.
yeah,
no,
see?
Nope.
See?
I'm questioning.
Okay, I
I'm
take it
questioning-
back. Now, he's the most Negro of us all.
I'm questioning. I'm questioning if there's an obvious change in my body structure to where you know that I've been working out, but let's say I don't lose 55 pounds and I'm at like 175, but in slim shape. What is the thing there?
Lose the muscle.
Nothing.
Stop doing your weight training, and then lose the muscle
I
and lose
think
the fat.
It has to be the number on the scale,
Let's be
right,
clear.
DA?
Like, I'm not taking the BMI. We're not doing the BMI pinchy thingy on your titties. It's not happening.
Now,
Okay.
DT, I will say that I don't want to have anything to do with this bet.
I do.
But the best way to track weight loss is to always start, with a nude selfie. And I am. All right, we got to go to break.
That's facts, though. That is facts to
I'm
gauge
telling
it.
you. I'm telling you. I am. I
So
am
do you
a
want
professional
Corey? Do you want
videographer.
you want weekly updates?
Weekly?
Nude selfies.
You want my weekly progress pictures?
No, because we've
You
done.
want to put it? You want to put it in a collage?
I do,
In a
but
time lapse of my weekly
I
my
would
weekly nudes.
You know what? I got the skills to do that. I would totally time lapse your nudes, but no, but do it time lapse it, but do it in shorts or something, and then we can put it up on the
I will buy
Afterbirth.
a Speedo.
I already got you one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a quick break right here, and on the other side, I don't want to have anything to do with this bet, by the way. We're gonna take a quick break, and on the other side of this, we'll be back with more fun and more thrills right here on Fat Guy Radio Show. Because I was gonna start throwing some ducats. I was gonna start throwing some money. We'll be right back. Give me an S.
S.
Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O.
O.
Give me a T.
T.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me a Phi.
Phi.
What does that spell?
Spotify.
Spotify. And guess who's on Spotify?
Joe Rogan.
I am.
Oh, fat guy.
Fat Guy Radio Show's on Spotify.
How much money did we get? The 200 million?
Man, we haven't even crested 200 people. We need to tell people about the fact that Fat Guy Radio Show is on the Spotify app.
Can we watch for free?
No, you can't really see the show on Spotify, but you can hear the show on Spotify. And what's so cool about the Spotify app, it's built into some cars, into the in-dash navigation system. It has Spotify, so people can hear us when they're out on the road, when they're taking their road trips, when they're driving their family around the city. Fat Guy Radio Show is on Spotify. So all you got to do is go to Spotify and look for Fat Guy Radio Show and add us to your favorites.
That sounds fancy. I'm going to go right now and add us to our favorites.
You ain't got Spotify.
I do, though. Somebody got to listen to Joe Rogan.
This isn't a Joe Rogan ad. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, DA.
Why do you keep talking about Joe Rogan? This is about Fat Guy Radio Show.
Give me an S.
S.
Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O.
O.
Give me a T.
T.
Give me a Phi.
Phi.
What's that spell?
You missed the I, but Spotify.
Add us to your favorites on Spotify. That Guy Radio Show is on Spotify.
Sometimes we're funny, sometimes we suck.
This is Fat Guy Radio Show, part of the BDB Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Shorty. Whoa, 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 everybody. Do more with any space. Shop storage and organization solutions at the Home Depot. Up to 25% off select storage and organization solutions. From the garage to the closet, from moving supplies to freestanding cabinets. Take advantage of these deals and more through the Home Depot banner at FatGuyRadioShow.com. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. And if you're just joining us on our live stream, or you somehow started this play in your podcast app and you jumped ahead 45 minutes, I'm your host, Corey Blaze. That's Daniel D.T. Taylor right there.
What's good?
And Doug the D.A. Andrew.
Holla.
I made another visit to Home Depot because last week I was Bob the Toilet Builder. This week I did my routine maintenance on my bathtub. Now, boys, we're all homeowners. Are you familiar with the routine maintenance that's supposed to happen on your bathtub every so years?
Like, use some Comet?
No, DA, that's supposed to happen like every other day. But
Are you cleaning out the drain?
no. You don't know about this maintenance?
Are you doing a recock around the edges?
Recocking around the edges.
Okay.
You
I
always
was
talk
like,
about some
you
cocks.
had me freaking scared as heck. 'Cause I was like, the only maintenance I know that you're supposed to do on your tub is periodically cleaning out the drain.
Yeah.
And then recocking the seals on the outside of the tub.
That's exactly what I did.
I don't do none of that.
Thank you, DA. You're probably just leaking right into the foundation of your home. But that's okay. Don't worry about that. Somebody else will eventually buy your house when it goes into foreclosure.
Facts.
So I had to. Sometimes the insults just fly. They just fly.
He said foreclosure. Not that someone's gonna buy your house because you're selling it. No, they foreclosed on your ass.
Yeah. He's black.
You bought it at the auction.
He's a statistic.
You're black. You're the blackest here.
Melanin wise and appearance wise, but I do not have black
Tendencies.
I feel
living standards.
I feel we all out black each other in one aspect. I'm the dude who always trying to get out of like debts and stuff. Like,
yeah,
hey,
for sure.
What's my black?
Corey, your black is the whole like you like to in-rig a lot of stuff. And you
Yeah.
What do you think's holding this studio together right now, bro?
Exactly.
Duct
The
tape,
in-rigs.
duct tape and paper clips
and DA's just cheap as hell.
and pour. Don't
Hey,
forget
I'm-
pour.
I ain't cheap.
Yeah,
Get
you
in
are.
that, bro. Like you always
Really?
trying to get something for the free.
You know how I know you cheap, DA?
You ain't gotta pay full price for it. You trying to do it.
DA, every time you've gotten something free from the show, like when you got the
thrifty.
jerseys, your eyes got as big as saucers, bruh. You are cheap.
Nah, I'm thrifty.
You cheap.
I'm
That's
thrifty.
cheap, bro.
Thrifty ain't cheap.
Thrifty is what white people call cheap.
Really?
Like, just like white people call ghetto life hacks.
Okay.
Thrifty got some bomb ice cream from the 80s.
They do.
All right, so I caulked around my thingy, my tub.
You cocked around your thingy. I'm pretty sure you got some cocks around your thingy.
I caulked around my
said
thingy.
caulks.
Now look, the home improvement for Corey Blaze continues. It
That's my
continues, okay?
Caulk around my thingy.
And I needed to replace the caulk because it was getting a little hard to clean. And my home is like 35 years old. So the leaks are starting to happen. Like the faucet that goes into the bathtub, it leaks, and it needs to be replaced. And I love you, Home Depot, but my local Home Depot was out of stock on that. So I'm waiting for it to come back in stock, or I'm going to have to drive to another Home Depot. Which
Or
there's
Lowe's.
Home Depot.
I said get some hose to help you.
So I went and I got I went to Home Depot, did the order, and I got the caulk and the caulk gun and all this other stuff. If you remember, I've actually been sitting on this stuff for a couple of months because I was supposed to do it months ago. But I finally did it,
Yeah.
and I learned something about myself.
What?
I don't know how to caulk.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I got bad knees.
No, I did, but I did break out my knee pads. Haven't used those in a while. Shut up, DA.
Dang.
Joy Washington said, "Hey,
Joy.
Hey, Joy.
Joyful Lord.
How do you not know how to caulk?
Okay, so listen.
Put it in the gun, you twist the thing, and then
did.
you use the nozzle."
I did that, but then you have to go. I saw it on the Home Depot video. You go with your finger, okay? You go with your finger and you smooth it out. So I did that, but then I
use
also
2 fingers, but you have to lick it before.
okay, DA, that's the wrong type of caulk. But I also saw another Home Depot video, not another Home Depot, another caulk tub video that says that you put painter's tape, so you get really pretty caulk lines. Well, I guess I laid it on too thick, and when
Painter's
I pulled the painter's tape off, gobs of the caulk peeled from the painter's tape and then flopped down to the bead of caulk that was left, and now my bathtub looks like a looks like a kindergartner had a seizure in there with an unclapped glue bottle.
Aw.
Cause you probably when you went to take the painter's tape, you probably didn't. Did you do the finger trick too?
I did the finger trick too with the painter's tape.
And then
Because if you did the
just-
finger trip, it shouldn't have been touching the paint that much.
Yeah, shouldn't have been touching the
Well,
painter's tape.
what I did is that I did the finger thing, but then anything that kind of squeezed out from my fingers onto the tape, I left on the tape. Well, when I went to remove
he does
the
got some fat ass fingers.
when I went to remove the tape,
You're supposed to-
that cock said, "You know what? I don't want to be separated from my cocking brother, so I'm going to come join them." And then it just flopped over, and then it hardened.
School him, DT. School him.
You're supposed to do the finger trick, do it again on the tape, so that you're getting a thin layer, and you're taking all that excess cock and putting it off. You don't want excess beads of cock outside of where you're cocking. All right.
And there's even cock inside my ring because I didn't even take my ring off.
Yeah, you are you're a cooker though.
I
You
am.
shouldn't be in the kitchen and
But
recocking.
dude, it's pandemic 2.0 now. I'm trying to do home improvement.
You about to
Hey,
mess
I
your
feel
home
you.
up.
I had to patch a hole in my house. In the wall.
You had to punch a hole in your house.
I had to patch a hole. Someone already punched the hole.
I did a
had to
funny
patch
DA.
it.
Laugh, mother effer. I did funny.
I was smiling.
Okay, a
So
smile can't be heard on radio.
I went to the Home Depot and I got the little patch thing, and it comes with the putty. So you put the putty on the backside, you put it up where the hole is.
And you had the little mesh pad.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
And then
those.
you put the little putty on top of the mesh and everything. And so I did all that, let it dry and everything.
Yeah.
Now the only thing is I have textured walls.
Oh.
So when I did it, it came out smooth, and I had already painted, and I was like, you can tell where the patch is.
Yeah. So you
So
punched
I
another
was-
hole in the wall.
Nope, didn't even have to do that. So what I did was there was excess putty left, and what I did was I took it and put a little bit on the edge, and then like I barely put it onto the patch and where I painted over, and I drove it down again.
Now
And what it did was it left gaps in the putty, so it came down and it looked almost similar to the texture that was already on.
Yeah.
you
my
know that
wall.
the Home Depot, because I did that, because remember when at the start of the pandemic, I had to buy washer and dryers.
Yeah.
And former producer of the show, Philippius, came over to redo my plumbing and to check my plumbing in my laundry room because I had never used it. So when we found that out, we had to do a lot of updates and we had to rip the hole in the wall. But Home Depot has a wall texture spray can, and it works perfectly because you follow the instructions on there, and it tells you how far or how close to spray according to what type of texture you have on your wall. And if you do it, it's perfect. I was scrolling through my pictures to see if I still had a picture, and I don't. But dude, it works exactly the same way that you did, where you knock it down. But you
Yeah.
did it with the extra putty, and that was smart too. But they
Yeah.
do have it in spray can as well, and I never knew they had it in spray can, but
See,
they
now,
do.
Now I kind of want to take the whole patch down and put a whole new patch on and do it that way.
It was like
But
it's so much fun too. I
Yeah,
did that
that's-
right, Da.
that sounds pretty cool.
I'm so
Well,
proud.
now I know if I bust a hole in the wall again with my ding dong, I
Oh,
can
oh.
with my caulking gun, I can always just
With your caulking gun.
I see what
always just fix it. So,
But I did.
I felt really cool the fact that I like honestly, unless
Yeah.
you go up onto that spot, you can't even tell from like just glancing at it.
Yeah, we're not like DA where we let like, little itty bitty little rodents live out in their backyard for like months and then be scared to go and clean it up.
Damn, you remember that?
I do. 'Cause
Look, I didn't let it live when I moved in. I'm sure it was there already.
well, you let
Yeah.
it stay there for like weeks after you moved in.
Well, I didn't know it was there
You
until I
did.
started breaking down the pool.
And when you started breaking down pools, you discovered it, you screamed, you ran like a little bitch, and then you left it there for 3 weeks.
2 facts. No, those are 2 facts, but I left it there for like 2 days.
I'm really scrolling through because I wonder if I still have. I probably didn't because my phone is full. I probably deleted it.
Did I tell you how I got rid of that rodent?
Oh, I don't. I have the pictures. I have the pictures. Okay, so this is the. Remember, my house is 30 years old, folks, so it's not no new build. This is the hole we had to put into the wall to fix the plumbing. Okay, that's the
Oh, that's a
hole.
pretty big hole.
So that's a very large hole, and we had to replace all of these fixtures and waters and stuff up there because they were just all corroded on and not used.
Damn, at that point, you might as well just get some more drywall.
Well, we ended up having to get drywall, but we put
Yeah.
that hole in there, DT, and we had to. I used that spray texture stuff at the end of it after I fixed it all, and this. Wait a minute, this isn't it. Oh, these are all before pictures. I don't have the after pictures.
The after pictures are the best pictures.
I don't have. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, I actually have a picture of me speckling it first when I did it. So this is when we first filled it with the drywall. We filled the drywall piece in. Let's see if my camera will focus.
I'm proud of you for doing that.
Yeah, and you can see it's actually my finger in there.
Did you cut the drywall yourself?
I did.
Oh wow!
Oh, come on, camera.
Did you do
Okay, so
screw on with the drywall?
I
Or
did.
how
I had to do studs behind with the protruding stud, and then you screwed it into the stud.
Oh, this is some man stuff. This is getting me happy.
And then we had to expose a little extra before we filled the hole in to get the new spigot in there and get the new connections in there. We had to expose a little bit more of the wall. Okay. So that's like a wall stud that you're seeing right there. So that was like before the picture that I just showed you. And then this is going to focus now. Yeah, you can actually see my thumb in the shot. I did that. But this is before I put the spray texture on, DT. This is before I put the spray texture on.
And what kind of texture is yours?
Mine is what they call orange peel. It's an orange peel texture.
Okay, so it's like super small.
Yeah, it's a little small one. So let me see.
Mine.
Oh,
mine
here it is. I got it. I got a picture of when the texture's on there. So when you spray the texture on and then you knock it down. And I'm showing pictures. There you go. That's when you put the texture on and then you knock it down.
Yeah, see, I have mine's not orange peel. Mine's is huge.
Oh,
so it's like
lemon peel or something they call it.
It's what because I watch videos on how they actually do it. It's not without the spray one. What they do is they take a dry one and
that's the finished product.
Oh, that's not bad.
And don't forget the washer is sitting in front of that.
yeah, that looks good as hell.
You can't tell
If
that
the
it
washer
there.
was sitting in front of it, I wouldn't have even done none of that.
DA, come on now. The house.
Corey has
oh.
come on, Corey's bougie like that.
I have a frother, DA.
Yeah, and
He
you use
frothed
it for a lot of things.
He frothed the washing machine.
Hey, to froth or not to froth? That is the question. But yeah, DA, if you ever have another hole in your wall because you put, the Dolphin D went through it, get that spray texture because they have it where you distance further away, or I think it's dry time too. I think dry time where you allow it to dry a little longer so it spreads wider. I don't know, but it's all on there and it works. And I just showed you the pictures, and that is literally a 20-minute Home Depot commercial.
I might go back over there and I might just sand down the whole wall and repaint it.
And if you want to see my laundry room up close, we can take your weight loss pictures in there.
Okay.
And do your clothes and wash your clothes at the same time. All
Sounds
right,
good to me.
we're going to take a quick break right here, ladies and gentlemen. On the other side of this, more fun and more thrills right here on Fat Guy Radio Show. Let me tell you about the app Doug the DA Andrew.
Is it porn?
No, it's not porn. It's close to porn. It's us.
Oh, that's better than porn.
There's an app that we have, the Fat Guy Radio Show app, available in the Apple Store.
In the Apple Store?
In the Apple Store, not the Orange Store, the Apple Store.
Okay, I was going to go to the Banana Store.
No, the Apple Store. And our app is where you can get every show that we've ever recorded. I mean, people use iTunes, people use other apps, but Fat Guy Radio Show app is a direct link right to us so you can hear our shows uninterrupted on your iPhone or iOS device.
All right, slow down. The Strawberry Store, I can go to Skinny Guy Podcast and listen to everything.
No, it's the Apple Store, and you go to fatguyradioshow.com/app, and boom, bam, it directs you to your app store, and you can download our app. It's at a cost that even you can afford.
What is that, like $2?
No, it's free.
Free is my favorite number.
The free Fat Guy Radio Show app, ladies and gentlemen, download it today for your iOS device, and you can get our show on the go wherever you are.
Commercial
And
even
it's
shows that you
CarPlay
can-
compatible.
CarPlay.
CarPlay.
Next level.
Free is my
Fat Guy
favorite
Radio
number.
Show app.
I'm
You
on
ain't
it.
Are
cheap.
you?
But whose isn't?
Fat Guy Radio Show.
Where did you get that muffin? Muffin button. I didn't install a muffin button. And where did I get this muffin?
And now, back to Fat Guy Radio Show on the BDB Radio Network, featuring Corey Blaze.
I was scrolling through my pictures because I showed you guys that picture from my laundry, and then I found another picture of something that I did during the pandemic. This was from April 2020, where I installed a set of commercial size shelves in my garage, and
I
I
know what
forgot
comes
that I had time lapsed it.
That's pretty cool.
I forgot I had time lapse me putting this together, and I wish it was clearer.
How long did it take to do it?
It took a couple of hours because I had to clean out the spot.
3 minutes if you look at the time.
I had to clean out the spot, and then I had to build the shelves. And this is me in my garage. I forgot I even had this. And there's a shelf being built. It's a time lapse. I totally forgot this, where I bought these shelves and put in them. And you notice that there's a spray bottle right there. That's the vinegar that I use to spray the cats. And there's the finished product.
Is that lotion? For when you wank it in your garage? Like, do you really wank in the garage, Corey?
No, that is lotion for when I run out of the house and I forget to grab lotion. It's
That's
in
actually
the
smart.
garage.
That's actually smart.
And I can grab it.
Can we have like a little Olympics here? Like, who is the blackest? So Corey keeps Vaseline lotion in his garage. That got to be like 5 points.
That's actually cocoa butter, so it's 10 points.
well, no, but it's the Vaseline brand. Though.
It is a Vaseline brand cocoa, and it's been in there for years. So I'm pretty sure that all the cocoa butter and Vaseline has now separated in the bottle. But yeah, because you know, when you're rushing out the door and you get out the door and like all the lotions are upstairs, bruh. I'm not trying to trying to hoof my fat ass back up the stairs. I'm right there in the garage, bruh. Now I haven't used that because now I have lotion in the car.
But that means
yeah,
that means you taking laziness to a whole nother level.
Why you
because
gotta
said-
notice my damn lotion bottle,
Well,
DA?
But the
It's
thing
the only
is-
thing that wasn't blurry.
But he said I don't want to run my fat ass up the stairs. Mind you, if you ever been to Corey's house, next to his garage door, right on the other side,
Probably
is
the
his
stairs.
powder room. Which means he can keep lotion in his powder room. So if he ever runs out the door and gets to the garage and is like, "Oh, I need lotion," why can't you walk back into the house to the powder room? Oh, I need to keep the lotion in the garage. That's the epitome of lazy. So that's another 20 points for the black guy.
And there's a washer and dryer, by the way, too.
Black
Those are
guy
cute.
radio show.
Them suckers are freaking
Super black guy.
got to be connected to the internet. Oh, wait a minute. We got to pay the bills. Ladies and gentlemen, are you looking for the hottest new thing on the interwebs? Well, I got the thing for you. Afterburn. It's the hottest radio show you can find. Corey and the fellas keep things fun, spicy, and raw on this uncut show just for you. No more sneaking the spice channel in your mother's basement when you can head over to FatGuyRadioShow.com/afterburn. For only $3 to listen and $8 to watch it, you will have a greater time of your life than Patrick Swayze. Go get the show today and let us do the rest. Afterburn at FatGuyRadioShow.com/afterburn. Afterburn, it's getting hot in here. Afterburn, turn down the heat. Afterburn, burn up the floor.
Dirty Dancing. So it was all dance references.
Oh, okay.
That's where the Patrick Swayze came in.
I got it.
I
Afterburn.
had the time of my life.
Now, DA, after I show you, this is funny. Why are we going through the pictures in my phone? So after the pictures of me.
Ooh, I gotta do. We need Corey, you're gonna have to do some work
Oh no,
not today.
I'm out.
We
No,
got a new
no.
segment. We got a new segment.
Nope.
It's picture time with Corey.
Yes.
And this is where he goes through his phone and shows us random pictures. Ooh, I came up with it right now. I love it. I even got the jingle. It's picture time with Corey.
No.
See, he already put in the work.
Nope.
Boom, cut that up. I'll even
just cut that.
It's picture time with Corey.
Guess what the next picture is in my phone? Actually, it's a video, DA.
It's picture time with Corey.
$5 if you can guess the picture. The next thing in my phone after the garage photo.
A
Picture of
mask.
masks.
Yeah, a mask.
Pizza.
Aw.
Close enough.
Homemade
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah, you probably wear it like a mask. You probably ate it like a mask.
Half pepperoni, half
Wrapped around your
sausage,
face.
olives, onions.
Was this when the little guy was still with you?
Yeah, this was at the beginning of the pandemic when ASU shut down.
Well, I only asked because it's half and half.
Yeah.
If it was a full pizza, then it would have been like if it was just for you, it'd have been even bigger one.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
It would have been on one topping.
DA, guess the next picture.
Food
Yep.
again.
Ribs.
Yep, food again.
Oh, we're in Corey's Instagram kitchen phase.
I'm telling you, yeah, you really are. Oh, I sent these to Lil D.
Do those really work?
No, they don't. And then of course ads for our show. All right,
Nice.
welcome back to the show, everybody, everywhere. DT, you are like hitting the break times like smack on. That's why I was telling you during the break. You're hitting them like as soon as we went to break, it was 60 right on the head.
And the thing is last time we had this miscommunication where you're telling me I was 3 minutes early every time.
Yeah.
So I've been waiting 3 minutes later. So
Oh, you guys know each other. Why don't you start?
Skiing? I haven't gotten to anything on my show notes, which is really, really amazing. Boys, have you been watching any of the Olympics?
No.
no.
All right, next.
But I did hear some. Wait, what do you have on the Olympics? Because I did hear.
Freaking
I've
black
heard some stuff
people.
about the Olympics.
Like Simone Biles.
Biles
Wait,
that's
no.
leaving for her mental health. That's good.
Okay, if I'm bringing it up, it's clearly something that no one else has noticed or no one else is talking about because that's
Well,
who
then
I
bring
am.
it up because maybe I might watch the Olympics after this.
No, you won't
Yeah.
because you won't watch the Olympics for what I got to point out.
That's
Oh,
what
is
I
it
wanna
Russia?
see.
Is it the Russian people that got banned? Because Russia's banned in the Olympics, but the ROC is there, which is Russia, but we're just allowing it. Why is
Or-
nobody talking about this?
Or is it because the Olympics are in Japan and they are getting away with playing anime music in the background and no one is knowing, but all the weebs like me are paying attention and realizing these are from anime shows and it's freaking amazing?
I know. They're allowing the Fukushima fish to swim the 100-meter laps.
He is a representative of Japan. Is it because that the U.S. basketball team sucks and probably is going to get put out in the first round of eliminations?
Devin Booker just can't catch a break.
Is that
Neither
even
can Durant.
Is that even Kevin Booker? Because I don't know who that is. I don't know. Devin Booker had a lot more hair and no headband.
I know he got his hair and lost his powers. He must be Samson.
He must be who?
Samson.
Okay, I thought you said Thompson. Like, is that the white Samson?
You guys,
You cut my mullet.
It's Thomas. I'm Thompson.
you guys would
You cut
never
my mullet. I'm sorry. He said, you cut my mullet.
cut my mullet. You guys will never, ever, ever guess the observation that I've made of the Olympics this year.
The food commercials.
No. But you guys are noticing some things that I didn't notice. I didn't know about the anime music, and I didn't know about the fish in the pool.
I don't think. Oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah, we know.
The
The official mascot of the Olympics. Why would they let him
Japanese.
swim?
Little Japanese fish people.
the Tokyo Olympics, all of the signage, all reads 2020.
Yeah, because
They
the-
have not. They left all of the old signage up, all the floors on the basketball court, all the signage at the bottom of the pool, even their logos and transitions and graphics all say 2020 on it.
because these are legitimately the 2020 Olympics. They just got
Yeah,
postponed
but
to
it's
the next year.
but it's happening in 2021, and that's irking me. Because number
that's-
one, let me explain why it irks me. Number one,
Okay.
this is Tokyo, Japan.
Okay.
Everything in America says made in Japan. It ain't like they ain't got the money to put the one on there.
I understand that, but they didn't win the bid for the 2021 Olympics. Plus, the Olympics don't happen on the odd number years. It's every 4 years, and it's always an even number. These are the 2020 Olympics that got postponed, so they're still technically the 2020 Olympics.
I think they're phoning it in and being cheap.
No, it
Because
has
they
nothing to
could
do with money.
They could have switched that out.
Because it's just a graphic. Like, wouldn't you just change the
It's
0
a
to a
graphic
1?
and the print, everything in the arenas, everything in the pools, everything on the pole vaults, in the backgrounds.
aren't the
everything
2021
says
Olympics.
Tokyo 2020.
But it's not the 21 Olympics.
I understand that, but the
It's the
signage they
2020
could have changed it. They had a
Why
year
would
to prepare.
But why would you change the signage if it's not the 2021 Olympics?
Because it's the 2020 Olympics happening in 2021.
So
And I
do you
think
want
that
to
when
do you
people
want it to
go
say
back-
2021 or 2020/2021?
No, when people go back and they look at the footage from this Olympics year, they're going to be befuzzled to think that it actually happened in 2020 when in fact it didn't. It happened
that's
in
what they wanna do.
2021. That's
the
wrong.
whole. It's not wrong because it's the 2020 Olympics.
But it's happening in 2021.
They literally did the same thing with the Basketball Hall of Fame. Like, they literally had the 2020 Hall of Fame speeches, like, not that long ago for all the people, and they said the Hall of Fame induction speeches of 2020.
But
And all the graphics said 2020.
No.
None of the graphics said 2021 because they haven't had the class of 2021 yet.
It's not
them D-Tech.
right. It doesn't
It is
work.
right.
It doesn't
It
work.
does work.
You got
It
the
does
money
work.
to do it. Do it
You
right.
put the world's been put on pause, and then now it's unpaused, and now we're picking up. Like when you
It's going back on pause too. Get ready.
and next year is going to say 2021 when people got to do some 2021 stuff in 2022.
I'm lost. I lost the whole year.
I honestly think today is what July 29th, 2027?
No.
I don't know anymore.
Today is
it even
actually-
a Thursday? If it wasn't for this show, I could have sworn it was Tuesday.
Today is actually March 435th, 2020.
Exactly.
I mean, think about it though. If the Earth has been here for like what 5.7 billion years, how is it just year 2021 anyway?
Exactly. It's just an
That don't make any sense.
arbitrary
That's when
number
we started
that we
counting.
have given.
Yeah, because we got to do. What else are we going to put on our smartwatches?
Who needs to know what day it is, what time it is, anyways?
But
Me? OCD
humans have
people?
been around for
Because
a long time.
It's all because of these things that we've socially constructed. Just
Yes.
like people get mad when you eat tacos from the middle.
Yes.
Because it's not the right way to
Oh,
eat
that's
tacos.
just
How are
wrong.
you to tell me how
How
it
to eat a
is to
taco.
put food in my body?
Of
the
course,
middle
it's
of the
so-
taco
It's
It's
the
a
best
social
part.
construct.
is the best
You-
part. So eat it
Exactly.
first.
And it's a social construct that there are certain ways you need to eat. Just like in baseball, if you do certain things, if you hit a home run on a team when you're up by 7 and it's a full count and you have the green light and you hit a home run instead of taking the ball, you're ruining it. No. I'm having freaking fun. It's not my fault that your pitcher freaking sucks.
Of course, you would use an example of eating a taco. The thing is that if it's a day,
I'm hungry, damn
if
it.
it's a day that they're handling it, whether it's 2020 because the Earth was on pause, I think Tokyo should have went the extra mile and changed the signage to 2021 and not 2020 because I'm
bet you
confused
wouldn't be saying this if
when
it
I'm
was
sitting
Zimbabwe.
there, when I'm sitting there watching. I would say it for if it was Zimbabwe. I'd be like, you need
Zimbabwe
to,
can't
you,
even.
You need to
Zim-
change
Zimbabwe
that
can't-
sign
Nah,
from
'cause you're-
2020 to 2021. That's what
No.
if it was in Zimbabwe.
No, because the whole thing is your whole argument was they have the money. Zimbabwe is poor as hell.
And Zimbabwe
The
would
Olympics-
never get the Olympics.
The Olympics are getting is their way of getting money, and you're like, nah, y'all, we're not even gonna pay you the check because you put the wrong dates
Uncle Joe
on
would
it.
give them a loan until they get their Olympic money to get their Zimbabwe sign to go from 2020 to 2021.
They're black. Uncle Joe ain't giving no blacks no money.
Cousin
Exactly.
Cam probably say, "No, don't get that to them." You know,
Exactly.
because Zimbabwe, they don't need that. They need the sign. Still, I want 2021 on there, not 2020, because it's not 2020 no more. We
But we
trying to
don't have-
forget that year,
But we
D-Tay.
don't have. That's what it is. You want to forget that year, but the thing is we don't have Olympics 2021 because that's not the date.
We would if they had the sign up.
Well, we're not going to
Put the damn sign up. Olympics, Japan, Tokyo.
Well, my sign is up, and you shut up.
Oh! Weight loss new picture. Don't do that. I was gonna hit the button, you son of a monkey. I didn't get to nothing on my list.
Which means it was a good show.
Means that, because I'm falling out of love with, I can't do this because last time I did this and the show went an extra 5 minutes. Not going to get into that. All right, well, congratulations to my thieving ass new neighbors. I know not to trust them some bitches. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time that we have for you today. My apologies to Justin Bieber. We just plumb ran out of time. Let me quickly remind you about the Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store. Now with more. Open now at fatguyradioshow.com/store. When you buy a t-shirt through our swag store or anything, your purchase supports our small, independently owned business. fatguyradioshow.com/store. Drop us a letter, comment, or question anytime to fatguyradioshow@gmail.com or send a gift. We love surprises to Box 41506, Phoenix, Arizona 85080. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Look us up, follow, subscribe, and share. Tell everybody you know about the show. When they ask you what's it all about, through your mask, everybody now. They'll tell them, they'll make you laugh or depress the hell out of you, but you won't know until you listen. For Daniel Taylor,
What's good?
Doug the DA Andrew,
Holla.
and my little brother DJ Little D in absentia.
Yeah, buddy.
I've been Corey Blaze.
I'm fat.
With our show mantra, skinny people.
That's me.
Fat people already know they're fat, so stop reminding us. We're all stronger together. See you at the top. Good
Hello.
night. Going to take new pictures.
Lil D said, yeah, buddy, at the end.